Welcome, brothers. Today we have an analysis of Ripple. God willing, we will discuss the expected targets during the upcoming bullish cycle and the potential price Ripple could reach during this cycle, whether in 2025 or perhaps 2026. We will discuss a preliminary target, and we do not like to exaggerate events or predictions. The numbers we will discuss are conditional, the most important of which is the presence of strong buying momentum. The subject of numbers is always controversial, as when you hear that Ripple could reach $50, $100, or even $200. Yes, all of this is possible under one condition. There is high demand for the currency compared to a low supply. Simply put, if there is no one to sell and there is real demand and intense buying, the price could explode and reach significant numbers without this having a direct connection to the market cap. It cannot be said that Ripple needs several trillion to reach $50. That is outdated. Ripple previously rose from a low of approximately 40 cents and surged 800%, 8x, without impacting the market or drawing significant liquidity. At that time, it reached approximately $3.30 without difficulty. The market wasn't collapsing. Rather, other cryptocurrencies were growing, and Bitcoin was consolidating. Ripple is now poised to rise again, and this won't have a negative impact on the market either. The only thing that matters is that the rise is contingent on genuine demand. There is also positive news about the currency, including speculation that the lawsuit against Ripple may be resolved on the 13th of this month. As I've said repeatedly, the issue is just a matter of timing. It's more of a matter of legal routine and formalities rather than substance. Evidence of this is that Ripple rose sharply from a low of 40 cents last November, which confirms that whales entered the market based on solid information that the case is effectively closed. As for targets, we've heard many numbers: $100, $300, $500, and even more. In my opinion, I don't expect Ripple to exceed $30 to $50 during this cycle, and that's only if the news is positive and the buying momentum is strong. Currently, we're just at the beginning of the upward movement. This is just the first move, and if we continue with the same trend, we're targeting the $10 to $12 area, which is a complete area within which the price will move. It's impossible to give an exact figure. We're dealing with a price range. After this area, my next target would be $30, which is a logical and realistic target. However, if Ripple rises strongly and completes the third wave with the same length as the second wave, we could reach $50. However, in that case, I wouldn't recommend taking risks, especially if you entered early, because the difference between $30 and $50 doesn't give you double the return. It carries a high risk. For me, the entry was from the bottom, so if the price reaches $10, it would mean at least a 4 times return and at $30, we'd have reached 13x. These are excellent numbers, which makes me consider exiting at this level. It's important to know that the third wave is rarely as strong as the second. Momentum usually weakens eventually, so we don't always rely on ideal scenarios. If we assume that Ripple reaches $8 or $10 and begins to accumulate there, the next target might be $30 or lower. However, if the accumulation reaches $15, we could exceed $30 later. I'm presenting intermediate scenarios. I'm neither hyping nor underestimating. It's not right to say that Ripple will reach $1,000, nor is it right to say that it will never rise. Some will calculate with pen and paper and say that reaching $30 requires trillions in liquidity. This calculation is inaccurate because market cap data isn't a reliable reference in this context. Take Dogecoin, for example. Last season, it surged 600 times without impacting the market or requiring trillions in liquidity. If you told someone that Dogecoin would reach 75 cents, they'd say you were crazy, but he did. Other coins like BNB, Shiba Inu, and Baby have also achieved astronomical numbers. Conclusion: the market is vulnerable to explosion at any moment, and Ripple is a heavyweight, and any rise in it represents a significant event. Follow the upcoming analyses for updates on the pattern and movement. God willing.